This is the Old Boys Tennis Club in Basel, as you can see here, from 1927 it's established. Beautiful little tennis club, outskirts of Basel, and of course this place is famous because this is where, this isn't where Roger first played. That was a little bit away in Allschwil at a club called the Siba Club, which is no longer there. That's where he first played, but his mother understood that there was a good junior program going on here at this club, which was directed by Madeline Barlocker. At that time she was the director of junior tennis, and Lynette met with Madeline and thought, hey, I want to get Roger in here. When he was, I think, about 7 or 8 years old, she brought him over here, and he joined the junior team here, and he learned tennis here from the age of about 7 or 8 until he was 14, when he was selected for the by the Swiss National Tennis Federation to move to Ecublens in the French-speaking part of Switzerland. It's difficult to tell now because the tennis bubble is up. It's late October during the Swiss indoors, but the first court here is named Roger Federer Court. You can see that there, but Court Roger Federer, you can see that there. And Madeline was just telling me that right here on Roger Federer Court, Roger threw many tantrums back in the day. Of course, he was a feisty and competitive little boy, and she said that, you know, there used to be, instead of these benches, there was an umpire's chair here, and she could recall one match, he was maybe 8 years old, where he just sat here and cried and cried and cried and was crying and was inconsolable after his match. And she said everybody else had already left the court and were inside this clubhouse right over here eating their sandwiches, and Roger was sitting right here sobbing uncontrollably, and he couldn't believe that he'd lost. And she had to tell him, hey Roger, there's other kids who are good players too. You can't assume that you're going to win every match. But of course that was the, you know, that competitive spirit has led him really to where he is today, hasn't it? But there's more courts back behind the sort of clubhouse here. But basically the basic structure of this place has not changed since Roger was here. And I'll just take you for a little walk in here. This is the cafe. It's actually a really nice restaurant. They have a set menu, lunch menu for 20 francs, which around these parts is not bad at all. And you get an appetizer, an entree, and a main course for 20 francs. And I'll show you, they've got a nice little mural of Roger here. Home of a legend, as you can see. But they don't sell any souvenirs. They don't sell any Old Boys towels or t-shirts, or no commercialization. We'll show you the other courts back here. And at least for the moment, they've only got 2 indoor courts in the bubble, and they're planning on opening up a couple more courts underneath the bubble off in this direction. But this is it. Old Boys. Roger said last night, I asked him at the press conference, that he hasn't actually hit here in 15 years, which is a really long time, so he should probably come back.